coming in super late to Bath and Body Works Halloween lineup. There are a couple different reasons why I haven't been here to check it out yet. The theme is Frankenstein's Bakery, and they went really hard with the pastel. So lots of purples, lots of pink, with black kind of all throughout it. The candle holders that they had, one of them was a light, so that's a ghost, which has super long lashes and holding a pumpkin. That one lit up. There was a Frankenstein hand that is glow in the dark, but there was no glitter globe, and that is what I normally get. I just like when things have movement to it, and especially glow. So since there wasn't any of those, I figured I'd just wait until I start seeing some coupons come in. They do also have that big 50% off Halloween, so I just figured I'd wait, and I'm really, really glad that I did, because apparently there is a glitter globe candle holder. It was backed up. They hadn't received it yet, so they didn't put it out. Walked in there, and it is a black coffin candle holder, and the glitter globe part has little bats in it. So it's just plain white glitter, or it's like a plain white liquid stuff, and then there's black bats swimming around and all of that. There has also been whispers and murmurs that there is going to be a part 2 for Halloween in Bath & Body Works this year. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea. It seems like they went pretty hard with this lineup, so if we do get a second lineup, that would be amazing. I hope that they do something a little bit more of like the traditional Halloween, or a little bit darker colors, I guess. One thing I will say is that Vampire Blood did come back, like the entire lineup, so we get everything in that, which I'm very, very happy of. That is my signature scent that I go for every single Halloween. We have the 3-wick candles, 1-wick candle, and then this is the candle holder that went with the actual Vampire Blood. Like, that was what it was designed for, which I think was kind of perfect. It's hard to see right now, but on the side, the glitter is actually tiny little bats in there. I mean, there's obviously giant chunks. I mean, there is glitter pieces in here. That's just normal circle pieces of glitter, but there's also a lot of bats in here. I'm excited to get this home. I don't think there's a battery in it. Wait, this was the one that was setting out, so maybe it has batteries. No. Oh, it does. Yay. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to see, but it's on. It's moving. You can kind of see the bottom part is moving. This is something that can stay out in my house all year round. The bottom has a skull and a little tiny tombstone. I like just the plain silver on it. The bow has glitter, which does come off. Like, you touch it and it's coming off. So this is not gonna stay on here very long. I mean, I'm not moving my candle holders around that much, but I just can't see this staying this glittery for that long. But I am gonna go home and spray it immediately, because I don't love glitter on my Halloween pieces. But the rest of this really loved, and it is a 3-wick candle holder, which is my favorite candles. I did end up getting some candles and some other stuff that I'm going to show you here to go with my coffin candle holder, but this is my favorite thing out of the entire Bath & Body Works collection, starting with my favorite scent and the candle that I get every single year, Vampire Blood. The design is just a little bit too cutesy for me, and also too much pink for me, but I like the top. I think that's fun. Just plain black, and then we have little bows and skulls. Are there any bats in here? No, just bows and skulls on the top. Typically, I will save these and use them to store things like stitch markers or a little bit of scrap yarn, and just because the top is super cute, and then the side as well. I don't know if I'm going to save this one or not. Like, I like the bats on it. It's a little too much Pinkoween for me. I did get a couple of these, so maybe by the end I've used every single one of them. It might grow on me. So I don't know. We'll save it until then. Then I grabbed the Wicked Vanilla Woods. This one is, oh yeah, Vampire Blood. If you don't know what's in there, red berries, night blooming jasmine, and petrifying plum. We're starting to roll into those colder nights, but right now it's still really, really hot out. So this is like basically a summerween scent to me. Next up, I grabbed the Wicked Vanilla Woods. I was really excited that they had this in a 3-wick candle this year. The outside, it's very cutesy. This one, I could definitely take it or leave it, but it has the similar top, which I do like. Magical Vanilla, Glowing Amberwood, Enchanted Pink Pepper. It's like a vanilla cupcake, but a little bit lighter, so it's not so heavily sweet. Just a little subtle vanilla. I feel like I could have this one burning while I was crocheting, and I wouldn't get sick of it. These two together, actually, I think would be really good. The berries and the vanilla would play together really well. Okay, well, I mean, putting them together like this, I don't mind the design so much. Then this one, I almost didn't grab. I really like the scent. It's Candy Apple Cauldron, Mysterious Green Apple, Shimmering Sugar, Crystallized Bergamot. Super apple forward, like a green crisp apple, not a sugary apple or a caramel apple, dipped apple, anything like that. Classic witch's cauldron, and then there is spooky spider webs all over it. Even though this isn't a color that I would traditionally have, the top piece is really what was hanging me up. So I was kind of walking around thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know, because I want to be able to save it and use it for something. But the last time I got one of these was the graveyard one, which I think that was a couple of years ago. Very heavy, and it had some ghosts on it, but it's super, super thick. I got that with intentions of using it for something, maybe like a coaster. I didn't really know what, but I never used it or repurposed it for anything. So we have the cauldron essence on top with the bubbles overflowing, and then it's a little holographic design on the top. What does it look like on the coffin? Because this is definitely going to be the first one that I have out. Let's see. I like that a lot. And the color doesn't even bother me. I like the little bit of it. I think it's because of the bubbles. Okay, so 2 more candles here, and this is not the Halloween lineup at all. It's just another scent that I stock up on whenever they have it. And I think this is their summer line. I don't even know that it's their fall lineup. Enjoy the room-filling aroma of fresh coffee beans as you pour yourself a cup of ambition. Freshly brewed coffee. That is the description of it. And it's exactly what you would imagine. Like you're walking into a coffee shop, somebody is grinding up some fresh beans. That's it. This one with the vanilla, I think would be the one if I had 2 going at the same time. These 2, I mean, it's coffee colored. I think it'll be just fine. There's a little campfire here, coffee machine on the other side. Between this and Vampire Blood, these are like my go-to from now until October, as long as it lasts me, or if they end up having one of their sales. Sometimes it goes all the way down to $12. This in the morning as I'm crocheting and drinking coffee, all of it together. And then the last one, this is their fall lineup. I think they have 2 different fall releases, but whatever they released right now, this is the pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin spice, fresh espresso, whipped cream. It's exactly what you would think of. Pumpkin pie spice, freshly brewed espresso, homemade whipped cream, sprinkling of cinnamon sugar. I don't get a ton of cinnamon in here, and that is totally fine with me. Very classic fall colors. Perfect on my coffin holder. Pocket back holders. I am completely out of the Vampire Blood, so I stocked up on a few of these. All of my bags that I cycle through for the fall time, I didn't have any of the Vampire Blood. The pocket back holders, normally I look for ones that light up or have some sort of movement or a little bit of music. And this one, just a very classic ghosty, and it lights up. Super cute. Something new that I got that I haven't tried is the Vampire Blood Lip Oil. Love the packaging. This is something I use at the end of the night, especially since I have lipstick on pretty much every single day, and it's matte lipstick. I have a little sugar scrub that I use, and then I normally put some sort of oil on it as I'm sleeping. Love the color, love the packaging, and I love the scent of it. So I figured I would give this one a try. And the lip oil that I'm using right now, it's almost completely gone. So like this was the perfect time for me to try something new. Very last thing that I did get was another candle holder, the Drippy Skull. It doesn't light up, it doesn't move, it doesn't do anything. It's just a candle holder. But when I saw it in person, I liked it a lot. And especially with the candles that I have, like this one, I feel like I can do some fun decorating with it. I could easily put this back there or like on that table somewhere, and it would fit right in. That's everything that I got from Bath & Body Works. And then on the way home, I did end up stopping at Cracker Barrel, which I feel super far behind on that one. They came out with theirs, well, online, it was like the beginning of July. And then in stores, I want to say the first or second week of July. Since I was driving that way, I figured I'll just go check it out. At this time, Most of the stuff I was expecting to be kind of picked over, like the really big pieces anyway. And one of the pieces that I did want to see, it was completely sold out. That was the spooky witch that looked like it was a tree. So freaking cute. I'm almost 100% sure that it's sold out online, and each store only got about 4 or 5. Maybe they got another restock of it. But I did ask the people there, I was like, hey, I know I'm really late to the game here, but are you guys getting any more? And they're like, no, we are completely sold out. They gave us 2 different shipments of it. So I think they got 8 in total, and that was it. They had a lot of similar things from last year. I saw my candy bowl, which I have right here that I'm using for our crochet along. I love that this one is like a staple of Cracker Barrel. Like this one comes back every year. You can count on it. Spooky, crushed up skeletons all over, and it's giant. So I can fit a lot of yarn in here. 2 new things that really jumped out at me this year. First of all, these super spooky figurines. They had them just sitting kind of tucked away, so I almost missed them the first time around. My partner is the one who actually was like, look at those creepy little doll things. That would be perfect in the barista bar, which they were totally right. They're super spooky. You can put them around however you want. And their legs dangle. I don't know 100% what I'm gonna do for my theme of my coffee bar yet. Last year I did a haunted pumpkin patch, so a lot of oranges, black, a little bit of green. Right now, this would go perfectly in it. I love the missing eyeball. Tiny little pumpkin. They'd be fun little things just to place around the yarn dungeon and just kind of move them every once in a while. Oh, this is styrofoam, so I'm gonna pause. I don't even like the noise of this, and I'm not going to subject you to that. So pause for a second. Other one didn't have the styrofoam. Oh yeah, that was rough. Also missing an eye with a super cute little spooky hat. Based off of these, I might have to continue with my haunted pumpkin patch theme, just build it up a little bit more. I do have all of my coffee mugs that I like. Unless there is something major that jumps out at me this year, it's going to take a lot for me to completely change up my Halloween mugs. Most of them are orange and black. I have some white and black, like little skulls and stuff on there. Last thing I got is a salt and pepper shaker, spooky little skull head, and then it's the eyes for the salt and pepper. Oh, styrofoam again. With the packaging right now, it looks even more hilarious. Yeah, this has a little bit of weight to it. It's not going anywhere. And they're just classic salt and pepper shaker. I didn't know if there was anything on the bottom. Just classic. I don't know if I'm actually going to use it for a salt and pepper shaker though. Okay, just hear me out for 2 seconds. I like to have little shakers for my coffee. So things like cinnamon and nutmeg, pumpkin spice, little blend all ready to go. And these are just kind of the perfect container for that. Especially with the bottom, there's nothing on there. So I could use my Cricut Maker and do a little label stating whatever it is, because a lot of them start to look pretty similar, especially if I do blends, like what is in here. Fill it up with those things and then put it in my barista area. I think that's the direction I'm gonna go actually. And then these little buddies just sticking out around. I could even go on either side of it. Last place I stopped at today, I was not even expecting it to be a Halloween decor hunting moment. Costco. I was just going there to get some groceries, but they had a huge section of Halloween pillows. And the first thing I got that drew my attention was the Sherpa pumpkin. It is so freaking soft. So I got one of these to go on my living room couch. And then we have a mummy scaredy cat pillow. So I think for right now, with the summerween going on, classic orange and black, that's going to be the theme of my living room. All right, so I am going to put these in my living room here today, set it up and see if there's anything else that I want to add. I think I have a couple of blankets that I can alternate between. I'm just going to do a run through of all my other blankets and see if there's anything that matches it a little bit better. But at this moment, we have to work up a little bit of our crochet along. Grab your Halloween binder with everything in here. Thank you for tagging me in the decorating of your binder. I've been seeing a lot of you ghouls and everything that you've put together with it. I'm loving the Halloween organization. So keep sending that to me if you follow me on Instagram. Also, I am doing the countdown with the movies. That's happening on my Instagram too. So if you want to see it every single day, that comes out in the evening when I'm sitting down to work on my crochet along. But for today, Thursday, July 31st, I have 4 rows to work up, and the movie that we're watching is Cabin in the Woods. I wish that I could go back in time to the very moment that I watched this for the first time and like rewind, take it away from my brain and watch it again for the first time, because it is such a campy horror movie. It has all of the classic Summerween horror tropes packed into this movie. The ending is super fun. There is a lot of people in here that just really give it their all. Wicked, twisted fun. Cabin in the Woods from the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Ooh, that one did not make it onto my list this year. I'm gonna have to add that onto either like a Sunday or a Saturday. If you have time tonight, add Buffy the Vampire Slayer onto it as well. But first, The Cabin in the Woods. This is an every year watch for me. A rambunctious group of 5 college friends steal away for a weekend of debauchery in an isolated country cabin, only to be attacked by horrific supernatural creatures of the night of endless terror and bloodshed. Sound familiar? It is just such a fun ride through and through. How much time do we have? 95 minutes. So it's a pretty quick movie. If you've never seen it before, which is wild, and if this is your first time, let me know in the comments down below after you've watched it, like what were your thoughts? How do you feel about this movie afterwards? Because 5 out of 5 bats for me. If this isn't your pick, let me know what you're watching tonight as we work up a little bit more of our first red square with our haunted video store blanket. Let me grab that here. So we're working on this part right there that we're going to be putting a little VHS tape on. So enjoy working that up, watching The Cabin in the Woods. Thanks for hanging out with me today, doing a little Halloween decor hunting. Have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.